The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Diego Castro, bringing you the biggest headlines from around the world. The Israeli cabinet meets to vote on a proposed deal that could see Hamas release dozens of hostages and a 4-day pause in fighting. If agreed, the accord would see the first truce of a war in which Israeli bombardments have flattened swathes of the Gaza Strip. The pause would also facilitate delivery of humanitarian aid to the war-torn area. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, though, vowed to resume the country's offensive against Hamas as soon as the truce ends. He said the war would continue until Israel achieved all its goals. The Israeli Prime Minister added that it was difficult but the right decision and would enable Israel to go on fighting the militant group.
יש בחוץ דיבורי הבל. כאילו אחרי ההפוגה להשבת חטופינו, אנחנו נפסיק את המלחמה. אז אני מבקש להבהיר, אנחנו במלחמה, ונמשיך במלחמה. נמשיך במלחמה עד שנשיג את כל היעדים שלנו. במלחמה יש שלבים, וגם בהשבת החטופים יש שלבים. אבל אנחנו לא נרפה עד שנשיג את הניצחון המוחלט, ועד שנחזיר את כולם.
Families of Hamas hostages demand answers from the Israeli government about the fate of their loved ones. More in this report by the Associated Press.
We came today to talk to the cabinet, the war cabinet, and get answers for our questions. We have questions and we deserve to get answers for them.
Now, when we've met with the entire cabinet, what we've heard is that taking down Hamas and bringing the hostages are as important, are equally important. As far as I am concerned, and I represent myself and my family, this is incredibly disappointing because I feel that at this point, when we know that taking down Hamas, we keep hearing from them, is going to take months or years, and it's going to take a long time. On the other hand, the other objective is time sensitive. People are dying. We know that for sure.
The World Health Organization says it is now mapping out ways to help evacuate patients from hospitals in Gaza. The WHO reports that 3 hospitals have already reached out for help to evacuate, namely Al-Shifa Indonesian Hospital and Al-Ali Hospital. The body says southern hospitals were already full and suffering shortages. Hospitals have come under bombardment amid the conflict, and all hospitals in the northern part have ceased functioning normally. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on the One News. You're still watching One News Now World. I'm Diego Castro. Britain rolls out the red carpet for South Korean President Yoon who is in the UK for a 4-day state visit. This is the first state visit to be hosted by Britain since the coronation of King Charles. King Charles greeted Yoon upon arrival before a state banquet in his honor. The South Korean leader, meanwhile, addressed lawmakers of parliament in celebration of 140 years of diplomatic ties between the two countries. In his message, Yoon said he expects to meet with Prime Minister Rishi Sunak to sign the Downing Street Accord. Yoon also hopes to revitalize the relations as true global strategic partners.
Together, we will build a free and open international order. Together, we will cultivate sustainable growth and prosperity for all of humanity. We will broaden our cooperation to digital, AI, cybersecurity, nuclear energy, and defense industry. It will also include bio, outer space, semiconductors, offshore wind, green energy, and maritime sector.
The Chinese Foreign Ministry says it will be a, quote, serious mistake if Argentina cuts ties with major countries like China. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning said Beijing is an important trading partner for Argentina, noting that its elected government attaches great importance to bilateral relations. Her remarks came after Argentina elected Javier Milei as its new president. The right-wing libertarian has criticized China and Brazil, saying he won't deal with communists and favor stronger U.S. ties. Let's now take a quick look at other world stories we are watching. North Korea claims to have successfully placed its first spy satellite in orbit and vowed to launch more in the near future. This follows 2 failed attempts earlier this year. Authorities released the first video of workers trapped for more than a week in a collapsed tunnel in the Indian Himalayas. Rescue efforts for over 41 men are still underway. And some residents of New Britain Island in Papua New Guinea prepare to evacuate from the vicinity of an erupting volcano. Mount Ulawan shot a cloud of ash into the sky on Monday. And those are the top world headlines of the hour. Join us again at 9:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News, all sides, all the time.